Right now, with cases of respiratory illnesses on the rise, 2 hospital systems are masking up what they're saying about the upward trend.
Also, the Madison Diocese responding to the Vatican's declaration on blessings for same-sex couples.
And we hear from Middleton State Senator Diane Hesselbein as she begins her role as the Democratic leader in her chamber and what's next in 2024. Welcome to News 3 Now. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. We start with breaking news in Watertown, where a police officer will not be charged in connection with the deadly shooting of a man.
Now, this happened back on October 18th when Officer James Simon shot and killed 30-year-old Justin Witten in a parking lot near Luther Prep High School. According to the reports, police were trying to find Witten because they heard he had broken into his ex-wife's apartment, damaged property, and allegedly had stolen a handgun. Officers eventually found a vehicle Witten was driving and tried to chase him. Witten then left the vehicle, tried to get away on a skateboard, and that's when responding officers claimed Witten raised a gun and cocked it while turning towards officers. Officer Simon then fired 2 shots at Witten. Witten died at the scene. A DCI investigation found no criminal wrongdoing by Officer Simon. To more breaking news, where the Colorado Supreme Court has removed former President Donald Trump from the state's 2024 ballot.
The court says Trump is not an eligible candidate because of the 14th Amendment. It contains vague language that forbids officials who take an oath to support the Constitution from future office if they engage in insurrection. Colorado's ban will be placed on hold pending appeal until January 4th. Trump's campaign vowed to appeal the decision. If the U.S. Supreme Court decides to hear it, the matter could be decided for the entire nation. UW Health and Unity Point Health Meritor are bringing back masking requirements effective today. It's in response to increases in RSV, flu, and COVID-19 numbers.
Our Catherine Merck joins us live outside UW Health with more on what it means about cases in our area from our medical professionals. Catherine?
Well, it's the time of year where you're heading out the door with a hat, some gloves, and a big coat on, but it's also the time of year when you go inside to have a mask with you as well.
I mean, that's kind of what goes around this time of year.
It's the holiday and respiratory virus season, but testing positive for a virus likely isn't on your list, which is why a lot of folks choose to wear a mask.
Yeah, I wear it anyways, okay? I mean, at my age, I would wear it anyways. It's just the way the world is now. I'm going to start wearing it probably all the time, in the winter especially.
A good amount of people wear masks still, but a lot of people, I think, my age at least, try to just cover up when they're sick, and otherwise they usually don't.
Starting Tuesday, 2 major hospital systems in our area made the decision to increase masking after taking away some restrictions back in May.
There are several other things that happen every respiratory virus season. Us talking about getting vaccinated for influenza and COVID this year, the timing also worked out that, they're all happening at the same time. So we're talking about vaccination of multiple things at once.
Dr. Dan Shirley at UW Health says the system made the decision as a combination of flu, RSV, and COVID cases trending upward in southern Wisconsin, according to wastewater data.
As they all started ticking up at the same time, that's what really led to this decision.
It's probably wise on the hospital's part to do that.
UW Health is on the same page as some of these Madisonians. They're trying to make sure people don't spend the holiday in the hospital.
If a lot of people around me are getting sick, then I'll try to cover up.
I mean, it's obvious, I don't want to get sick.
I also reached out to SSM Health, another major hospital system in our area, trying to see if they're going to adjust any of their masking protocols because of recent cases. They eased some of their restrictions back in right now. They're not going to change any of those restrictions, and they're going to monitor the situation as needed. Reporting live in Madison, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now.
Catherine, thank you. The Diocese of Madison is responding to the Vatican's declaration this week, allowing same-sex couples to be blessed. Yesterday, Pope Francis formally permitted Roman Catholic priests to bless same-sex couples. The blessings may be carried out as long as they're not part of regular church rituals or liturgies. They must also not take place at the same time as a civil union. In a statement, the diocese says the church is not changing its stance on same-sex marriage, but goes on to say, quote, "No sin is so great that it totally cuts off the possibility of God's healing love during this lifetime. And even in the worst of situations, there can be some elements out of which God can bring good," end quote. Time now to get a check of your first warn forecast. Here is Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti out on the patio. Gary?
Well, temperatures ticked up a bit today, and tomorrow they'll go up a little more. And then by the weekend and into Christmas, they'll go up even more. As we check out the time lapse from the WISC-TV Skycam, we've had a mix of clouds and sunshine all day today. Sometimes it was sunny, sometimes it was cloudy. The clouds have been winning out over the last couple of hours, but those should start to break up later on tonight. But those clouds aren't bringing any precipitation across the state. High temperatures today, generally in the lower 30s. Madison 32, Janesville hit 34. A few places to the east were closer to 30 degrees. Right now, temperatures are right around 30. Madison's actually gone up a degree in the last hour to 31. Janesville still at 32. 33 right now in Lone Rock. Here in Dane County, it's 30 in Deerfield, 32 in Verona, and 32 degrees in Mount Horeb. You factor in the winds, and right now wind chills are generally in the lower to middle 20s, so not too bad. And those winds are out of the south, and that will continue to keep us mild in the days to come. Look for skies to be variably cloudy this evening. Temperatures holding within a degree or two of 30 degrees through the evening hours. Later on, I'll take a look at the prospects for, unfortunately, rain as we head toward the Christmas holiday.
President Biden is coming to Milwaukee tomorrow as both Democrats and Republicans compete for the battleground state for the 2024 election. He's expected to speak right around noon, and News 3 Now will have extensive coverage of the presidential visit. Tune in tomorrow as Shane Hogan reports from Milwaukee on The Morning Show, while Eric, Catherine Merck, and Maddie Heimsch will be there with live coverage in the afternoon. As Milwaukee prepares to welcome President Biden tomorrow, Vice President Kamala Harris will be stopping by the Badger State next month. The vice president is launching a cross-country reproductive freedoms tour in 2024. It will start in Wisconsin on January 22nd, the 51st anniversary of the Roe v. Wade decision. So far, no word on exactly where Harris will be in the state.
Well, a new face in leadership at the state capitol. Middleton State Senator Diane Hesselbein recently became the new Democratic leader in the upper chamber of the state legislature, and she sat down this afternoon with our political reporter Will Keneally to talk more about what's ahead for Democrats at the Capitol.
Hesselbein took over recently for a familiar face in Dane County politics, Senator Melissa Agard, who is running for Dane County Executive. And we're expecting there to be a little bit of a flurry of activity here in the state capitol after the first of the year, as lawmakers rush to finish up passing bills before they break to run for re-election. So what could be on the docket for lawmakers?
You know, maybe I've heard the Republicans talk about a possibility of a tax break. Certainly we might be interested in something like that, a middle-class tax break. The Republicans had a plan, but that was a tax break from everybody making $30,000 to $300,000. That's not a middle-class tax break. So hoping to have those conversations and seeing if we can get somewhere.
Yeah, what would Democrats need? Or is it too early to say yet?
Too early to say, but I think we're open to having those conversations.
We also spoke about why she decided to step up now, and she says that it's an exciting time for Democrats. The new liberal state Supreme Court could draw more competitive districts, give them more of a chance to win more seats here in the state legislature. Reporting from the Capitol, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
And this is part of a series of sit-downs News 3 Now is doing with power players from both parties at the state capitol.
Multiple polling locations in Beloit will be moved out of schools and other locations in the city. The city will now have a total of 7 polling locations. Elementary schools will no longer be used due to safety concerns. Officials say they chose the new locations based on geography, access to bus lines, parking availability, disability accommodations, and the facility's willingness to serve as a polling site. Every voter in Beloit is being urged to double-check their polling locations ahead of the next round of elections. You can check out the new locations in this story on channel3000.com.
State Assembly Speaker Robin Vos is calling for an in-depth review of diversity initiatives across state government, calling diversity, equity, and inclusion practices, quote, cancerous. He made the remarks after the legislature's employment committee voted to release more than $107 million to cover a 6% raise for about 35,000 UW employees over the next 2 years. Vos says he thinks DEI efforts have divided people and that he truly wants a colorblind society.
I have faith that legislative Republicans will begin a much-needed, long-term, in-depth review of every part of DEI in state government, be it in the Department of Corrections or the UW system, the tech colleges, or every part of state government. So stay tuned. This is just the first step, and hopefully a lot more to come.
The Republican-controlled legislature is expected to vote this spring on bills that would release funding for the construction projects across the UW system.
Monona residents may soon have access to the Madison Metro bus system. This after the Monona City Council decided to start contract negotiations with Madison to join. While it's not a done deal just yet, Monona City Administrator Neil Steckschulte says they have a conceptual route Any contract would still need to come back to the council for final approval. Madison Metro is in the process of upgrading to new rapid transit lines expected to be completed in the fall of next year. Coming up next on News 3 Now at 6, the Wisconsin Department of Transportation announcing when the Merrimack Ferry will be closing.
Plus, a local restaurant chain spreading Christmas cheer to all, the theme they went with this year when we come back.
You've got this. Your big moment on their big day. The dress? Another one you'll never wear. Gift? Practical. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with free overdraft protection transfers. So when you get invited to your third destination wedding in as many months, we'll be there with you.
When we first met Todd, we thought Jen was kidding.
You've got this with Associated Bank.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CRV. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Menards is celebrating Ryan Blaney's NASCAR Championship with 12% off everything till Christmas. Skill delivers power and performance with the PowerCore 20-volt tool system. Pick up this 20-volt cordless brad nailer kit for $131.99 after 12% off. Skill has the convenience and portability of cordless tool operation while providing advanced power and torque for the bigger jobs. Grab the Skill 20-volt 4-tool combo kit for $131.99 after 12% off.
Merry Christmas and enjoy your 12% off everything.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. This holiday season is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Heads up for those who take the Merrimack Ferry. The Wisconsin DOT says it will be closing for the season this Thursday morning. Last year, the ferry closed on December 19th. The ferry will undergo routine maintenance while closed and reopen sometime in the spring. This year, the ferry made more than 34,000 crossings.
A local restaurant is spreading Christmas cheer this holiday season. Buck and Honey's in Sun Prairie has gone Whoville for the holidays. For the third year in a row, the restaurant picked a theme to decorate to. Buck and Honey's has a Christmas squad that decorates not only the Sun Prairie location either, all of their restaurants across Madison.
The Christmas squad is a real deal, and they do this every year, Josh. Elaine is the leader, but we've got this amazing team behind you. They build different scenes for the holidays. All of our restaurants are decked out. It's really important to us, but the fact that it's done by our team, and it's all volunteers, and they get together, they have a blast.
The decorations will be up through the new year. You can vote for your favorite Whoville home at the Buck and Honey's in Sun Prairie this week. They'll be picking a winner on Saturday. And still ahead, all 30 NFL stadiums are being ranked based off online ratings. Find out where Lambeau ranks.
Also, if you have Christmas dinner at your place, you know how expensive it can be. We'll share some ways you can save on this year's banquet.
And you may need to have an umbrella handy for Christmas this year. Your complete forecast when we come back.
Save with holiday hot deals. Hy-Vee canned corn or green beans, just 49 cents. 3 pounds of Halos mandarins, just $3.88. And buy 2, get 2 free on 12-pack Coke products. Only at Hy-Vee.
There's no place like home for the holidays, but it isn't quite the same when your house is cold and drafty. We want everyone to have the gift of a warm and comfortable home. So we're bringing back our best offer of the year for the holidays. But you have to call us before December 31st. So give yourself the gift that keeps on giving because you keep saving. Stop freezing and start saving.
USA Insulation.
Never have I ever toured in a rock band.
Yep, I play a mean air guitar.
Never have I ever burnt the holiday dinner.
I have no reservations about making reservations.
Never have I ever put literally every single item in our store on sale, even the items that never go on sale. Every item? Oh, come on.
Join us now through December 24th for our never on sale sale. Only at Rogers and Hollins.
Do more together this holiday in the Chevy that's right for you. The award-winning Chevy Equinox, the hard-working Chevy Silverado, or the all-new high-tech Chevy Trax. Whatever your plans are this season, do more in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or current Chevy owners get $5,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado.
See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Steinhaffel's year-end sale only happens once a year. The best time to get unheard-of deals on closeouts and one-of-a-kind merchandise. Sofas, love seats, beds, dining sets, mattresses, it all has to go. There's no better time than now to buy the furniture you've been waiting for. And with Steinhaffel's 60-month special financing, your new room just got more affordable. The year-end sale, only at Steinhaffel's and steinhaffels.com.
Save every day this holiday with Perks prices at Hy-Vee. Campbell's soup, H Perks price just $1. A 5-pound bag of potatoes, H Perks price $2.49. And Hy-Vee butter, H Perks price $2.98. Sign up today.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Your holiday dinner costs can add up quickly, but with a bit of planning, you can still host an unforgettable feast without going over budget.
Well, Jen Sullivan has 5 tips to have a frugal yet festive holiday dinner.
'Tis that time again. Let the holiday feasting begin. But be mindful to avoid a holiday hangover when it comes to your spending.
Many of us overspend during the holiday season because we don't go into the holiday season with any kind of spending plan at all.
According to a survey by the National Retail Federation, consumers celebrating the winter holidays are budgeting more than $250 on seasonal food, candy, and decor alone. If you're hosting, Jessica Allen from Living Well Spending Well has these 5 holiday money-saving tips. 1. Decide on a holiday budget.
This is the amount of money that we're going to spend. And then from there, you can start portioning out that budget into different categories.
2. Pare down the dinner. Reevaluate the menu for the celebration and make changes to trim costs.
Is there a tradition that you tend to spend money and time on that gives you stress and anxiety rather than peace and fulfillment and joy? Just because you've done something before doesn't mean that you have to do it again.
3. Go potluck. Consider asking your guests to bring side dishes or desserts to spread the cost. 4. Start buying dinner ingredients early to avoid last-minute impulsive purchases.
You're going to enjoy your holiday season so much more if you can do the prep work early and ahead of time.
And finally, when it comes to decor, keep it simple and reuse items.
Repurpose, repurpose, repurpose. Use what you have.
I'm Jen Sullivan.
Oh, it could be in for a rainy holiday weekend. Gary's back with his complete forecast.
Yeah, it's beginning to look that way. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. It won't be rainy tomorrow. In fact, it'll be mostly sunny. High temperatures will be in the lower 40s. We will see some rain showers later Thursday night into Friday. Maybe mix a little snow late Thursday night, early Friday morning, but should not amount to anything. And then we're going to be unseasonably mild for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day with rain showers. No white Christmas this year. If you're traveling on Future Track, the big East Coast storm finally out of the way, although still a lot of people are without power. The big storm that we're watching is on the West Coast, bringing rain to California and then mountain snows inland. But you can see, for the most part, the middle part of the country, as we head through the middle part of the week, very little in the way of travel problems. So if you're traveling the next couple of days, basically from the Rockies to the East Coast, I think travel should be pretty good. Now, as we head into Thursday, we'll see a little surge of moisture. That reaches us in the form of rain showers from later Thursday night into Friday morning. Again, there could be a little mix there, but I'm not looking for any travel issues. So if you're driving, still no problems. Air travel, probably okay. Maybe Denver might be affected as we start to head toward the weekend. The West Coast starts to clear out, but you can see the next weather system starting to bring another surge of moisture on Saturday into the plains. Eventually, that reaches us by early on Christmas Eve morning in the form of rain. There will be snow out to the west, and again, Denver could be affected. Another storm system heading for the west coast could start to spread some rain up towards Seattle and eventually over towards San Francisco. But as we get into Christmas Day morning, rain here, and that'll be the case through the day. Now, there'll be a little bit of snow on the backside. We could see a mix of rain and snow by Tuesday night, but not during the day on Christmas. And again, the west coast, that's where the next weather system will start to move inland. As far as Christmas forecast itself, looking for a high of 51 on Christmas Eve with scattered rain showers. If you're going to midnight services, temperatures should still be in the middle 40s, and Christmas Day might even be a degree warmer, high 52. Record high for Christmas is 56 degrees, so we'll be a little shy of that, but still no snow expected this year. As we plan our night across southern Wisconsin, 9 p.m. temperatures right around 30 degrees, give or take a degree or two. Into midnight, about the same, but skies start to clear out a little bit, and that allows temperatures to start to drop off a little bit later on tonight. 27 degrees by 3 a.m. here in Madison, and overnight low temperatures generally in the middle 20s across southern Wisconsin. Planning your night across Dane County, look for a low of 26 in Monona, 26 in Oregon, and 26 for the overnight low temperature in DeForest. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, low of 26 in Platteville, 27 in Fond du Lac, and 23 in Wautoma. For tomorrow, mostly sunny skies, a milder day, high temperature at 41, and get used to those mild temperatures. 42 for Thursday and Friday. Again, rain showers late Thursday night into Friday. Could be a little bit of a mix on early Friday morning. Saturday, mainly dry, just a slight chance for a shower, but rain expected for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Rain showers, not a continuous rain, but high temperatures in the lower 50s. Not quite as mild on Tuesday. Still some rain showers that could mix with snow Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning. Still rain showers on Wednesday with a high of 41. If we see more snow showers and flurries, that's likely to be on Thursday, but there we're down to a chance, and Friday should be dry with high temperatures in the upper 30s, and it looks like it'll be mild into the New Year's holiday as well.
Lambeau Field is now the highest rated NFL stadium. That's according to Jeff Bet, an online casino and betting site. The average rating out of 5 stars for Lambeau Field was 4.8. The research was conducted by collecting data from TripAdvisor, Google, and Yelp based on the average number of 5-star ratings in total for each stadium. FedEx Field, home of the Washington Commanders, received the lowest overall rating with a 3.9 rating.
And coming up in sports, portal problems. Why Luke Fickell says we've got some issues in college football. Next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
The price of gold is at a 7-year high. Get top cash on the spot for your gold at Diamond Select. Cash in today while the price of gold is high. Don't miss out. Get instant cash for your gold today at Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
Why chance deliveries arriving past Christmas when you can pick them up for free in just 1 hour? At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, save time and money on holiday gifts, hosting supplies, and other must-haves with our fast and free drive-through service. It's easy. Just place your order online at farmandfleet.com or on our mobile app and pick it up 1 hour later in our drive-through. We'll send you a text or email to let you know it's ready. When you arrive, get you loaded up and on your way in no time. Shop online, drive-through, and find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Mamma Mia, the original record-breaking Broadway production returns. Celebrate the 25th anniversary of the most exhilarating smash hit musical ever. Coming to Overture March 19th through the 24th. Get tickets at overture.org.
At Diamond Select, our on-site goldsmith can create a beautiful one-of-a-kind piece. Whether it's repurposing an old ring or creating from a picture online, we're here to help you create jewelry of your dreams. Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
Wednesday morning, we've got some holiday hacks for that last-minute gift wrapping you're doing this week. Josh is going to check in with the Bruce Company to give us some expert advice.
And we'll have an update on what looks to be like a wet Christmas tomorrow morning between 4:30 and 7.
The transfer portal has changed college football in so many ways, including bowl season. While Luke Fickell is getting ready to play LSU, he also has to make sure that his own players aren't leaving for the portal, recruit potential transfers from other schools on top of your normal recruiting of high schoolers. The worst part of this all is there are really few regulations on how this recruiting in the portal works. And for Luke Fickell, this wild, wild west approach is not good for the game.
It's a really, really busy time, and I'm not going to get on a soapbox and say that we've got some issues in college football, but we've got some issues in college football, and I believe in the higher ups, and they'll figure this thing out. I just hope they figure it out a little faster than we might expect. I don't know that we can continue another cycle or two of this. Not knowing, I don't think it's good for the game. I don't think it's good for our young guys, but it makes it difficult.
After giving up 24 points to undrafted rookie Tommy DeVito, Joe Barry's defense allowed Baker Mayfield to post the first ever perfect QBR by an opposing quarterback at Lambeau Field. The Pack has some talent on defense, but Barry's schemes continues to seem to let them down, leaving fans calling for Barry's job again. But Matt LaFleur says at least this year, Barry's not going anywhere.
If I thought that was the best solution today, then we'd make that decision. But when you're having basic communication problems, you're supposed to be in a certain coverage or a certain rotation, and we're not getting that communication. That's what's so disappointing to me. So obviously, the coaching wasn't up to the standard, and then our performance on the field definitely showed that as well.
And Aaron Rodgers, remember him? Well, he said on the Pat McAfee show today that he will not be coming back this season after tearing his Achilles in Week 1. Rodgers, in Rodgers fashion, has talked about it all year, but put that to rest today. The Wisconsin men's basketball team is only 11 games into the season, but it's never too early to start thinking about the NCAA tournament. ESPN's Joe Lunardi released his latest bracketology that has the Badgers as a 4 seed. A long way to go until March, but UW already has 3 Quad 1 wins. And don't forget to check out this week's edition of the Wisconsin Huddle. Tyler Wall stops by to talk all things Badger basketball with our sports director, Zach Hanley. The show starts at 6:30 on Friday, right here on News 3 Now. And I think Packers fans everywhere are kind of getting a little bit fed up with Joe Barry, and I would say rightfully so.
You get the sense it's going to be a busy offseason.
You do.
Lots of changes coming. Let's go to Gary. Final check of the forecast.
A little chilly out there, but not as cold as it was last night at this time. Live view from the Edgewater Sky Cam. Partly cloudy skies out there now. Temperature's actually gone up a degree here in Madison in the last hour to 31, 32 in Janesville, 32 Lone Rock, 34 in Boscobel, Dane County, 30 in Deerfield, 31 in Stoughton, and 32 in Cross Plains. Wind chills right now generally in the lower 20s, not too bad.
All right, Gary, thanks for joining us.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.